Hello and welcome to Where the Living Room Used to Be, a podcast about Rhode Island's music scene. All right, Jon Pagano. What is or was your favorite Rhode Island record store and why?
I remember in my high school years, In Your Ear on Thayer Street was, I just remember walking up those stairs and walking into that room, and it was huge. And granted, maybe I'm seeing it through, nostalgia goggles, but I remember it being like so big that it was like kind of overwhelming. And I'd go in there with just a little bit of money or whatever and go through their discount rack. And I remember finding like Minor Threats, like self-titled, and like a Pulley record. And like, there's just all of these things that that became so instrumental to my youth that I found there. That for like $5 or something like that. It was like stupid cheap. And so it was always like the selection was always amazing, and the price point, like it was, I don't know, I just have a lot of very fond memories of that place. So RIP to In Your Ear on Thayer Street. But as far as like modern Rhode Island record stores go, Armageddon has been, I've been giving them my money for longer than I can remember. I remember the first time I went in there, I found a record by this band, the Marked Men. And I remember when I worked at my college radio station, we got that in as a promo CD, and I found it on LP, and I was like, oh, fuck, like, I can't believe they have this here. And Chris, who is one of the owners of Armageddon, he overheard me like talking about it. He was like, oh my God, yeah, that band is great. Have you heard this band and this record? And like, he just like, it was very cool to feel like welcomed, and like, somebody who like knew what they were talking about, like just wanted to have a conversation about music with the customer. So that was very cool.
Yeah, no, it rolls. And yeah, again, just sort of to interject my own experience with this, but I had one too, and it really does stand out with Armageddon. I just want to shout them out. That I remember finding an I Wish I record, and I just didn't even know that, I just didn't think I was ever going to come across that particular record. And then like, it was just there in Armageddon in Providence. And just a special record store for that particular thing, of like not even knowing what I wanted, but this thing that meant something to me, because it, the backstory is that, I had a friend that gave me like a mixtape with that on it, like when I moved out to San Diego, and I was like, oh, this is what I listened to walking to work like all the time, and now here's this awesome record. And so such a great shop for that, and so much more. What is your favorite drink that's tied to the state?
I'm going to say frozen lemonade, but I'm going to specifically say Mr. Lemon.
I knew you would.
Really? Do I strike you as a Mr. Lemon guy?
I think you've talked about it in the past. I think that you've been a pro Mr. Lemon on the internet guy.
Yeah, well, so. Yeah, I'm very. I have a lot of opinions on the internet. So,
and it's weird because they only surround frozen lemonade. But
yeah, everyone's got a platform, buddy, and that one's mine.
Yeah, but what stands out about Mr. Lemon for you?
I think that back in the day, like my family used to go there all the time because we lived like on that side of town for a long time. And so, I think that there is not only is there like a sense of personal connection that I have to Mr. Lemon, but also like they're the underdog, like it's not like Dell's. They don't have the distribution that Dell's has. They're not all over the place. They're not like crazy branded. Like it's a family, and now, it's just him. And I don't know, there's something that really resonates for me about like that kind of underdog mentality.
Yeah I'll shout out that their product is really good too, and like
absolutely
not knowing what's gonna be there is really interesting to me, of just it goes beyond frozen lemonade. I don't even remember what flavors they have, but it would be
it's wild.
2D beauty flavor or something like that. And then
Mhm.
you can mix them together, so you get like 3 flavors in one cup, and
Yep.
just such a cool experience. And yeah, I mean, it's a scene though. It's nice walking up to the small little building and just seeing people park their cars along the neighborhood and be like, I know where they're going.
Yeah,
And then,
exactly.
it's cool. So yeah, I'll definitely echo that, and tell people to watch when they're open, because it's obviously a seasonal shop. But like you had mentioned, like some family stuff that even their hours are quite limited. So if you have the opportunity, go check out Mr. Lemon. So, what is your favorite place in Rhode Island?
There's plenty of stuff that I like about the state. Like, it's got a wild amount of coastline, and the beaches are beautiful and all that stuff. I think that specifically Beavertail in Jamestown is one of my favorite places on the planet. And I know that that's definitely, like, it's not like a very well kept secret as far as Rhode Island's geography goes, but like, I think I've probably just got a lot of like personal connection to it, because like we used to go there when I was a kid. I proposed to my wife there.
Nice.
Like, it's not only is it gorgeous, but like there's a lot of personal connection that I have to it as well.
Cool.
It's in Jamestown, if nobody knew that, but I'm sure
You got to take a bridge.
Yep.
You got to take a bridge there. Just forewarning, it's an island. So Rhode Islanders, just, be ready. But what is your favorite Rhode Island pizza?
I got 2 answers for this one. My buddy Ryan is doing a pizza pop-up right now called Pizza Envy. And he was doing it over through COVID, and he was, making an amazing product. It was all Detroit style, so it was like a kind of a deeper dish, and it had like the caramelized like cheese like around the edges and everything. And he was doing that in North Kingstown for a while, and he was starting to get like a pretty good following. But the place he was cooking out of closed down, and so he's now starting to get that going again. And he's doing more of like a Neapolitan sort of pizza. But honestly, any style of pizza that guy makes is just like top notch. So
Wow.
He's on the internet, Pizza Envy. Check it out, because it's definitely it's I love pizza, and it is one of the better pizzas, the best pizza, I might even say.
Cool.
And then I obviously need to shout out my former employer of Flatbread Company over on Thayer Street. It's a fine pie, and made by some of the finest folks you'll ever meet. So
yeah, do make some good pizza over there. So, but I haven't had Pizza Envy. I'm gonna check that out. Is it? I guess it hits me of like a lot of those other places, like A Guy and His Pie and some other ones where it's like hard to get. Is it one of those like Hotline Pizza where it's like you got to like dial it at 9:01 on a Tuesday morning or whatever?
It's not quite as difficult to get as that. He's at Deadbeats on Wednesdays at the moment, and he's doing like pop-ups and private parties and all that kind of thing right now. But I think that he's looking to expand to do more regular weekly stuff. So
cool.
Keep an eye out. But Wednesdays at Deadbeats for the moment.
Check that out. Nice. And what is your favorite event that has taken place in the state?
I really miss the WBRU Summer Concert Series.
Yeah.
I remember I was in 8th grade, and I went to the then Fleet Skating Center downtown.
Oh, wow.
And 3 Doors Down and SR-71 played. And this was like right when that like first 3 Doors Down record came out. And I knew that song Kryptonite like the back of my fucking hand. And I was like, I'm going to go to that show. I'm going to see them play that song. And then, through the years, like I saw so many shows at you know, across from the mall. They did it, I guess, at India Point Park at some point. So I saw so many shows, and then years later they brought it back for like maybe a summer or two. I don't remember how long it was, but I got to play one of them, and that felt like such a full circle moment for me, where I was like, man, 8th grade me would be so impressed right now.
Yeah.
So that was cool. That was definitely a cool feeling, and I have a lot of fond memories about going to those shows as a kid.
That's cool. Nice. I guess what just comes to mind is, do you have any type of record release show planned for the Sullest album?
Not quite yet. No, we weren't sure when the vinyl was going to come in, and we have it now. And so we're just waiting to like put it out. And then I think we'll probably, it's tough out there to get. I don't know when the last time you tried to book a show was, but it ain't easy these days. There's like, I tried to reach out to AS220 at one point, and for a show in September. And I think I reached out to them in like April, and they were like, there are 5 holds on these dates that you gave me each. So, wow. Which is amazing. I mean, it's so cool that like there's that much like music and that much art that people are trying to like book.
Yeah,
but it's tough. It's just tough out there right now to like try and, you know, wiggle your way in somewhere, I guess.
Yeah. It's like we need some more DIY spaces booked by people like you.
Oh, I don't know about all that. More spaces, period, would be nice, I think. Yeah. You know, with the closing of all of the regular places, it's kind of a I hope that we there's some that rise like a phoenix from the ashes, you know, because it's definitely like After Dusk and Askew, and now you know, there's a bunch of DIY spaces that I feel like just I haven't seen anything about in months. So it's weird.
Yeah. Some stuff will pop up, but then I don't know. I mean, I also just attribute it to like, I'm not the people, like the person that they want at these shows. Like, so sure. I'm like,
it's same, honestly.
It's like, we're actually not advertising to you, James. So that's why, you know, but anyway, I feel like I have my ear to the track of like who's playing where with the podcast here and everything that I do there. So, but yeah, you're right. So, but yeah, I was just curious with that. So, but yeah, Jon, thank you. This is really cool to hear your thoughts on Rhode Island, and you know, shout out some amazing people and some amazing places and some amazing businesses. So thank you.
Thank you.